everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Let's take a look at what's going on right here. We got chart all set up, nice and pretty. Taking a look at what happened yesterday. It appears we would have been good. Like, we would have hit our final take profit had I chose to wait. We left here thinking, oh yeah, full on reversal. It chose not to do that. Instead, it chose to consolidate a little bit, build up volume. We had a retest of this volume for the low volume node, and then boom, we continued up. We would have hit our final take profit, and that was a good risk to reward ratio. Very, very good risk to reward. But suffice to say, we left early, missing out on a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. Let's set up this chart real quick. Boom. Got one volume set up there. Nope, not that. This. Boom. Two volume range there. Not this makes sense for it to be pretty much in line with this. I just wanted to see session based volume, see what it might happen. Going off of this right here though, I were to take that and then compare it to this right here. That's 1030. Hang on. Alright. So we have two very high volume nodes. This one here and this one here. We ventured away from this one, came up and consolidated. I think we could use this. I think we can. I don't know. Let's see. Boom. There's that. For it to continue higher, it would need to test this and then continue up. And if it chooses not to, it'll close below and continue down. That's the strat I'm using. Fairly simple. Based on the volume, price could easily continue way below this right here. Based on trend for the hour, does not appear we've broke structure yet. This low does not close below this low, so no break of structure to the downside, except for right here. This low closes below this low. This high does not close above the liquidity here, which gives this a weak point-ish. This level is the weak zone. Price has rejected it twice now and 3 times. So we could see price continue lower. It has continued lower, but buyers are pushing up for resistance. So strong point weak point. Which side wins? Don't really know. My best guess is going to be based on this right here. As we see the point control tested. Go ahead and put this line here just to have a little funsy. To have a little fun time, we're going to put that line there. This is our point of control with our value area. This is where we got to retest. What do I think could happen based on the previous setup? I can't go off of that. I can, kinda. I mean, it's consolidating, so the point of control is going to act like a magnet at the moment. So expecting it to continue low from where it is now makes sense. And then because of the gap between the two high volume nodes, and it not in between that, it's very much so what I've already said. We have to wait for it to retest this value area here. And then from that, make a decision. Either it closes in this, and we see it strongly react up, or it closes below this, and it continues down very sharply. While this is doing its thing, I'm going to go and check news. See what news has got to offer. Forex Factory Wednesday. There is no news for Wednesday. Crazy. We had PPI the other day. No news Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So the rest of this week is smooth sailing. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Let me just wait. I think I've said this pretty well. I want to pause. I'll unpause when this right here starts to get tested, and I will legitimately let it play until it either reacts to the up or closes below and continues down. I think this is going to be a hot spot for price. Yeah. I do believe it's going to be a hot spot for price. We just got to wait for it to do its thing. That being said, I'll be right back. All right, so we're getting pretty close to it. We're getting pretty close to the value area. We're going to go ahead and unpause. We're here. Want to see what happens. Okay, so I think it'll continue lower. Watch lower. Based on this right here, I think the likelihood of it continuing down towards the previous makes more sense. We've had multiple price rejections up here. It's based on this, and I think it'll continue lower. With that being the case, though, I want to wait. Why? I want to wait for. No, that's perfect. I'm not going to touch that. It's a 1 to 2. That's going to be the first hurdle to get over right there. If it wants to continue lower and it keeps going beyond this point right here, I think it'll continue beyond this. We'll see it continue low to about right here. That's a long ways down, so thinking something major has to pop up. And this candle has yet to close. I've already done that one time where I've straight up left the position because candle closed, or it wasn't even closed. I just saw it go beyond and assumed. So I'm going to wait for this to close before I straight up assume it was a short. Price is wicked beyond the value area, which is completely fine. We want it to close within or above. And if it closes above, the likelihood of it continuing higher makes more sense than what it did before. But if it continues to close below, that's where we're going to draw the line and go, oh, it's going lower. I would enter here on the short. Go ahead and toss this over here. I would enter. No. I wouldn't enter here on short. I'd enter here on short. That's where that would be. And then for a long, I would enter here. This is a way worse risk-reward ratio, but that's what I'm working with. The 3 works for me over here. So 1 to 1.9. This closed off a low from here. I think it'll continue higher based on this closure specifically. This is a reversal for a downtrend and uncertainty for the shorts to be a possibility. So we would need for it to do whatever it wants to do here, and then we see it continue higher. Yeah, I like the ability. Oh, good. There we go. I want to say it'll continue like to right here-ish. That's a 1 to 11. That's an extreme. This is an extreme case scenario. The volatility is not going to let me have this trade. One to 3 is more likely in the up. Rejection of the point of control. We need to wait for that candle to close. That'll be our technical entry. We gotta wait for it though. I just wanted to capture that, let you know what was up. This is my idea of which trades I'm willing to take. I'd like the ability to take this trade, but this trade might be the safer option. The probability of this happening over this is more likely considering this has been a thing. I want to wait till 9:30 before I really consider entering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to wait till the opening 9:30. I'm going to take a look at what price has done in the past, and then from that, I'm going to make my decision on entering either long or short. These trades, this setup specifically, because I already know I'm kind of messed up here. I'm going to go ahead and take the candle and let it go. After it's closed, I'm going to wait till after the closure to really enter. So this is where I want to be entering. I'm going to enter at a worse price so that way I can safely assume it'll continue in that direction. This candle is moot because of the low that was created beforehand. It can close right below it, but if it decides to continue up, that just further confirms it. What I was saying a second ago, it's going to continue higher. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. I'll be right back. Okay. So we are just before market open. We've had two instances. One rejection here, second rejection here. Market opens in the up direction. I want to wait for this to close though, because that's going to tell me ultimately what's going to happen. We have a huge amount of liquidity beforehand that's pretty much all over the place. You have this right here, you have this right here, showing consolidation. And we've pretty much stayed along this line for a minute now. We've pinpointed a value area that was rejected and has continued higher from there, but market open suggests that price could stagnate even more. I'm entirely inclined to see it come back down, retest, and continue up. So at this point in time, I'm more so looking at this right here for a potential retest. As the volume has shifted up from this node here. I think it will continue higher, but I won't wait for this candle closure before I really start entering position. I think my stop loss, if I go for a long, is going to stop here. And then my final take profit is going to be 3 risk reward. It could change though if it decides it's going to come back down and close below this volume node here. Our current point of control is like right there. We have 2 minutes for this to close. I want to wait. I also want to do this. That is a risky maneuver considering it's 41% of the overall account. Taking a look at the hour. We were in a downtrend. We broke structure. We broke structure? I don't think we broke structure. We're in a downtrend at the moment. Nope, we broke structure here. Move down, no break. Down, no break. Up. Trend says we're moving up. Volume says we're moving up. Looking at the 5, same story, moving up. We broke structure here. We're moving up. This did not break structure here because this is our low. It moved up, rejected that, moved up. Up is the direction it seems it wants to go. So what I'm going to do is this right here. I'm going to enter it on along. I'm going to move this here for reference sake. Put my low within this here. Probably a bad idea. Probably. All right. We've been on a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio for a long. Based on trend and volume, I think it'll continue higher. All the volumes below us, we had a retest, it rejected, it continued up. Volume suggests that we're going in an uptrend. Up is the direction we're going to continue in. There's no real consolidation happening outside of this right here, and even this right here says we'll continue higher. Yeah. The only thing that's a little scary at the moment is the current price rejection level within this range here at entry. So I'm entirely inclined to wait. I want to see what is going to happen. Spread is currently at 42, so if we do wind up going down a little further than we anticipated, it is going to stop us out. But I think my general direction is on the mark. We're now in the green, which is kind of good, sort of, kind of, something like that. I want to pause the video now. I want to wait for it to do its thing. I want to let it play out. We're on a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio again. Most of the volume profile is indicative that we are going to continue higher, as well as paired with trend. There is no news today, so there's nothing really hindering it outside of, honestly, current market influences. And even then, I think we're good on that note. I'm going to pause the video now. I'll be right back. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. If you're on the return, consider sharing. See you guys in a minute. BRB. Let's see what happened real quick. Dang. We got stop hunted. Big sad. That's okay though. I was kind of anticipating that to happen. I should have waited for the retest here. Wait for it to continue higher. Well, I learned something. Just a little bit of something. I'm kind of inclined to test a theory tomorrow. And it's involving this right here, this move specifically down. Because looking at it, and this is a retest. We had a value area here as well as a point control. And after market open, it had shifted to about right here, which it still is here. We had an engulfing candle, which tested this, and price had rejected it, and the result of that was a strong move, really, 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 really far up. The result of this trade was a satisfactory one, but the problem is I got stop hunted, which is a problem. I think the next time I take a trade like this, I'm going to test the theory first. I want to test a theory. I want to wait for this candle closure or a candle like it to close, and I want to see this retest occur before I do enter a trade. Once this occurs, I might enter a trade here and put my stop loss like below this, because the likelihood of this repeating itself is there. I mean, it pretty much did repeat itself here, and I missed my opportunity here, and I jumped in too early up here. Yeah. I lost today's trade, but it wasn't without learning. It wasn't without a learning factor to it. I understand I need to wait for the retest of this before I continue and take a trade. That being the case, hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment below what your favorite part of the video was. If you didn't enjoy it, I don't really care. Do whatever you want. It's up to you. Except violate stuff, because I'd like to keep this channel alive, you know. I'm working towards getting a consistent win going. And yeah. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Tomorrow's Thursday. No news. Gotta remember that. See ya.